Right now at 10, legal action. The town of Campbell suing manufacturers of the forever chemicals that are contaminating their private wells.
And a Democratic state senator is proposing some solutions to the state's current problems in agriculture.
Plus, abortion barriers. Wisconsin Democrats have announced legislation to make abortion more accessible in Wisconsin.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The town of Campbell is suing manufacturers of the so-called forever chemicals known as PFAS. Online court records show the town filed a civil suit in La Crosse County Court last month. More than a dozen companies are named as defendants, including 3M and DuPont. News 8 Now has reached out to the town's legal representation for a copy of the filed complaint. What we can tell you at this point is the lawsuit will center around an argument that the PFAS contained in the residents' private wells have damaged those residents' property values. Town residents have been on bottled water for 2 years after news of the widespread contamination.
A former Toma teacher was sentenced for repeated sexual assault of a student. Ann Nelson Koch was sentenced to 10 years in prison for repeatedly forcing a 14-year-old student to engage in sexual acts. She will be supervised by the Department of Corrections for 15 years after her release. Back in July, Nelson Koch was convicted on 25 counts of sexual assault. Monroe County officials are encouraging anyone else who may have been victimized by Nelson Koch to contact the Toma Police Department.
The DNR has confirmed a case of chronic wasting disease in Trempealeau County. CWD is an infectious disease spread through saliva. It is fatal for deer, moose, and elk. The deer that tested positive was harvested in the town of Hale. The detection has led to renewed bans on baiting and feeding in Trempealeau and Jackson counties.
All right, well, we're going to turn it over to the man who knows it all, Greg Barnhart, with our weather forecast.
I may know what the weather. I said in weather, we always say we're in sales, not production. I wish I could be in production because it would be a lot more money involved with that. But otherwise, we've had a cold start to November. Unlike last year, if you remember last year at this point, we were in the 70s, actually 75. A record tomorrow for Eau Claire was set last year. So overall, we're still got the chilly temperatures, but we're going to start seeing some modifications with that temperature. Right now, we still got some cloud cover, but it has pushed out. So clearing skies have pushed across the area. Right now upstream, we just got some more clouds pushing in, but otherwise, generally that's what we're going to deal with all night is clearing, and then maybe some more clouds coming in later. Overall, if you look at the temperatures area wide, it's not too bad as you go further south and west. We're sitting in the 30s to 20s, but there is some warmer air to the west, which eventually we'll get here. But overall, we're still right now sitting around freezing to 27. I think those temperatures will start dropping a little quickly now that the clouds have kind of cleared out temporary. And then observed highs today is once again more like mid-December with those mid to upper 30s generally, which is once again about 10 to 15 degrees below average. We won't see that tomorrow, a little bit closer to average as you start to wake up. Another chilly morning, but not quite as bad. We'll see temperatures get up to about the middle 30s as we get closer to noon for Eau Claire. Same story for La Crosse. Once again, the clouds will be there off and on with a little bit more sun in the afternoon, but we should get close to 40 by the afternoon hour, which means all areas will be in the 40s by the time we get to tomorrow. The good news is we've got a little bit warmer air coming. The 50s are coming back. I'll tell you if the weekend remains dry and when the wet and cooler conditions arrive, which is next week, whether we'll see the 40s and 30s coming back anytime soon, which it will be.
Okay. You knew it all. Yeah.
I wish.
Greg, thanks very much.
Okay.
President Biden is asking Congress for emergency funding to fight the opioid epidemic.
Biden is requesting $1.2 billion to fund crackdowns on drug trafficking. He's specifically looking to stop fentanyl from crossing the southern border. Biden is also calling for $1.5 billion to fund the Health and Human Services state opioid response grants. Those grants will be used to provide harm and reduction and recovery support services. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin supports the emergency funding requests. She says too many Wisconsinites have lost loved ones to overdoses.
Have talked to moms of children who have lost their lives in their 20s or teens, and it's just tragic, and we can do more and we must do more.
Baldwin says more than 1,400 Wisconsinites died from overdoses last year. Since 2018, the state opioid response grant program has provided treatment services to over 1.2 million people.
Madison Democrats are introducing bills they say will remove barriers to abortion. Now, the state's 1849 abortion ban outlaws most abortions right now, but one Dane County judge could strike that down soon. So the Democrats' bills would remove requirements for abortion providers to have hospital admitting privileges and perform physical exams on those people seeking abortions. They would also require healthcare providers to give medically accurate information to patients and not provide misinformation.
We know that patients' rights, we want to center patient safety. And in order to do that, these three bills will help ensure not only patient safety, but patients' rights.
The bills, of course, will have to pass the scrutiny of the Republican-controlled legislature.
Well, Wisconsin lawmakers gathered in Viroqua today to propose a solution to Wisconsin's agriculture issue. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis has the story.
We recognize the fact that production agriculture continues to change. I think we all realize that.
Crop production in Wisconsin is facing a significant decrease this year. Hotter summers, colder winters, floods, and more frequent droughts are just some of the challenges facing farmers.
But I think we all recognize the fact that the desire to farm, the desire to be able to participate within our food system is there.
Senator Brad Pfaff and his constituents feel as if they have potential solutions to the issue.
We have come forward with a very strong package of legislative bills that meets the needs that we are hearing from our family farmers.
Wisconsin State Assembly Representative Katrina Shanklin makes a point to highlight her favorite bill in the package.
This legislation would require and provide funding for the Department of Health Services to ensure that EBT and credit and debit card processing equipment is available to farmers and farmers markets who sell directly to consumers.
Senator Pfaff says there hasn't been any pushback on the proposed bill, but this is something that is being reintroduced.
We recognize the fact that sometimes it takes a little bit, and we will continue to move forward. If we don't get exactly what we're looking for first time around, we reintroduce.
Senator Pfaff has had conversations with Governor Tony Evers and ensures the public that he is on board with the bill.
He also recognizes the fact that it's important that farmers of all sizes and all scales have the opportunity in order to enter agriculture, to be able to grow foods.
The senator also says the bill will not only benefit farmers, but all Wisconsinites.
Many of us represent farmers, but we all represent consumers. And we recognize the fact that our consumers want to make sure that they and their families have access to affordable, but yet high quality, nutritious, wholesome food products.
In Viroqua, Shaquille Davis, News 8 Now.
Now, Wisconsin's Joint Finance Committee has voted today to adjust for inflation the tax credits for parents who send their kids to private school. But in the same meeting, they voted not to adjust for inflation some tax credits for farmers. The committee first took up an amendment to Viroqua Representative Lauren Oldenburg's bill to preserve farmland. Oldenburg's third attempt at passing this bill reduces the length of the agreement between state and farmer from 15 years to 10 years. It also gives higher tax credits to farmers who follow soil and water conservation standards and requires that those tax credits are automatically indexed or adjusted for inflation. But the latest Assembly amendment would remove that index. Oldenburg tells News 8 Now his party's leadership requested that amendment. Stevens Point Senator Patrick Teston says Oldenburg's bill was good the first time, but the committee's co-chair says a tax credit adjustment shouldn't just be automatic. It ought to be a decision every time through the legislature.
I think we're at a point now where with this amendment we'll have the support that we need to pass in the Assembly.
It makes sense to say we create this and we should modify it up or down or whatever. It should be an action as opposed to just automatically happening.
But that mentality did not last long. The very next item was a Republican bill that would increase credits for parents who send their kids to private school. And those credits would be automatically adjusted for inflation in that bill. One Southeast Wisconsin Democrat asked why.
A few minutes ago, we declined to index the farmland preservation tax credit to inflation. But in Senate Substitute Amendment 1, we are choosing to index private school tuition deduction to inflation. So can someone explain to me why farmers don't deserve to have their tax credit indexed, but parents who choose to send their kids to private school do?
And what followed in that meeting was 35 seconds of silence. That bill later passed along party lines.
The Family and Children's Center hosted their biggest fundraising and awareness event tonight. The free event was called Bridges to Better Tomorrows. It highlighted programs the FCC offers in 5 communities, including 25 prevention, intervention, and treatment programs.
We have services and programs for 5,500 people a year, children, families, adults, and these services are critical to help some of the toughest challenges that people face.
One of the biggest grants received tonight was a challenge grant for $480,000 that was shared by 18 donors. Coming up, the city of Eau Claire is set to accept 75 refugees.
But the move is not a popular decision with everyone, including one Wisconsin congressman.
Revive Wellness Spa and Three Rivers Performance are partnering with News 8 Now to bring you Wellness Wednesday. During our morning or noon news on Wednesdays, tune in to find ways to get healthy and stay healthy. News 8 Now, Revive Wellness Spa, and Three Rivers Performance are committed to getting the Cooley region healthy with Wellness Wednesdays.
The day we've all been waiting for is finally here. Sunday, November 5th is Buzzy's 45th annual 12-hour sale. Get the best deals of the year for 12 hours only from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. Furniture pricing is drastically reduced with over 50% off select products. Save $500 on this best-selling Sealy mattress. Now only $899. Get a $300 gift with Tempur-Pedic mattress purchases. Plus hourly giveaways, prizes, and so much more. Don't miss out for one day only at Buzzy's Home Furnishings in Viroqua.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Revive Wellness Spa and Three Rivers Performance are partnering with News 8 Now to bring you Wellness Wednesday. During our morning or noon news on Wednesdays, tune in to find ways to get healthy and stay healthy. News 8 Now, Revive Wellness Spa, and Three Rivers Performance are committed to getting the Cooley region healthy with Wellness Wednesdays.
75 Somali and Syrian refugees may soon be calling the Chippewa Valley home. World Relief is a humanitarian organization that provides housing for families displaced by war and other crises. They're looking to resettle the refugees in Eau Claire starting next year.
But the move is already creating controversy between the city of Eau Claire and U.S. Congressman Tom Tiffany. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the details.
Tom Tiffany minced no words in a call with me this afternoon, saying he's concerned the refugees coming to Wisconsin won't be properly vetted and could bring trouble for their new neighbors.
Tom Tiffany isn't holding back. In a letter to Eau Claire City Council President Emily Berge, he argues the city did not share enough information with the public prior to the decision to resettle refugees in the area, nor did they solicit public input on the project.
My understanding is that the people of Eau Claire and in the Chippewa Valley were really not given good notice about, hey, this is about to happen.
Berge says she was surprised by the letter since Tiffany's 7th District of Wisconsin doesn't include Eau Claire. When asked about information shared with the public surrounding the refugee resettlement, Berge said it's never been a secret.
There's no big secret here, I guess. I mean, we're talking about it right now. And we would continue to, we will continue to be talking about it because it's good for people to know what's going on.
Tiffany says the move is dangerous, claiming the Biden administration won't properly vet the refugees.
It's kind of a corollary to what's going on our southern border, where the Biden administration just waves people in and they say, you know, we'll check out people's bona fides.
Berge disagrees.
Well, they're going to bring vibrancy and they're going to bring it's going to add a lot of diversity to our city, which is great.
World Relief is a Christian nonprofit organization that's been helping those displaced by war and natural disasters for over 100 years. In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Still ahead tonight at 10, radon is a leading cause of lung cancer in the U.S.
And in Wisconsin, high levels of the gas may be found in your home.
Yeah, and October started off hot, but it actually ended up really cold too. We'll break down what we expect for November, how it starts, how we might see some more precipitation next week, and whether those 30s and 20s will come back anytime soon. All that coming up next on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
The biggest event in King Furniture's history, a total liquidation of all stock items, over $2 million of quality name brand furniture priced for immediate liquidation. We're sacrificing all our inventory so we can complete a total renovation. Don't miss the King Furniture total liquidation sale going on now.
Corporate travel can come with surprises, and it's about time your hotel works for you. What's that? You forgot your toiletries? Holiday Inn has you covered. From the delicious breakfast served hot and ready to helping you relax. Need a good workout? Let our staff do the heavy lifting. Our state-of-the-art workout facility will get you in and out before your next meeting. Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska, taking customer service to a whole new level.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
Pischke Motors has been family-owned and operated since 1920 and have you to thank for our continued success. Stop by our dealership in West Salem or La Crosse to find the Ram you're looking for. Get in a Ram 1500 Laramie or Bighorn today. We've got great deals on new Rams right now. When you find the perfect truck, you'll feel it.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
With every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
It's the biggest event in King Furniture's history, a total liquidation of all stock items, over $2 million of quality name brand furniture priced for immediate liquidation. We're sacrificing all our inventory so we can complete a total renovation. Don't miss the King Furniture total liquidation sale going on now.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board-Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Radon. It's a colorless, odorless, naturally occurring gas. And according to the La Crosse County Health Department, it's the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States.
In honor of Lung Cancer Awareness Month, the La Crosse County Health Department is offering free short-term radon test kits.
Since radon is undetectable to humans, testing is the only way to determine if it's in your home. Radon can enter homes through cracks and gaps in the foundation, and elevated levels of radon are found in about 1 out of every 10 Wisconsin homes. One member of the County Health Department says the department's goal here is to make testing more accessible.
The department has 300 short-term radon tests to give out. They'll be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. You can pick them up at the Health and Human Services Building in La Crosse or any of the 5 county libraries. The County Health Department is also encouraging people to donate a non-perishable food item when they pick up their kit. Those donations will go to the Hunger Task Force.
All right, as we usher in the month of November, it's chilly overnight temperatures, chilly starts to the day.
Absolutely.
It's just our future now for the next few days.
It looks like it.
Hoping
Feels
that
like it.
hoping that changes though. Hopefully a little warm up, courtesy of Greg Barnhart.
Well, realistically, we're just starting at 2. But we are going to see some modification of the temperature. They are going to get more mild here a little bit, so it's not all bad news. Overall, if you look at the big picture satellite, really we get this northwest flow right now. You can see these little waves. That's what we're going to kind of be dealing with for a while. And then we got a system that's really going to start to pound the northwest here, Pacific Northwest, and eventually we're going to see some of that clouds come across the area. But that's what we're really going to deal with. Not too much precipitation probably through the weekend, but more clouds, and the pattern begins to change or adjust a little bit. Showers may potentially come Saturday and Sunday. There's a small chance of that. I think rain's more likely, the better shot coming Sunday night through maybe Monday night. And then depending on how things play out, we could see some snow mix in or out. We just have to depend on the path and the evolution of the system. As we get closer to it, we'll nail that down more. Otherwise, 40s tomorrow will be around seasonable by the time we get to Friday. And the weekend, we're pretty much going to be seasonable temperatures, which is about the lower 50s. Next week, we'll have a slow drop back down to the 40s, maybe even 30s towards the end of the week. Overall tonight, really clear skies allow the temperatures to fall pretty quickly here for the next probably 3 to 4 hours. Then we're going to start seeing high clouds begin to push in. So that'll stop the temperature drop here as you wake up. You'll probably still be in the mid-20s, low 20s for most locations, maybe a few spots closer to 30 for the southern areas. Then as during the day, we're just going to see on and off cloud cover, but that southwest wind will pick up a little bit that allow the temperatures to get up to the 40s in the afternoon. We'll have a break probably in a cloud cover. And then tomorrow night, we got another weak system that's going to be approaching. You see the winds pick up out of the south. That'll keep the temperatures probably a little bit warmer going into Friday morning just because we have more clouds and that southerly wind. We have a weak little system that's going to be coming through that could provide, as we track it, maybe a shower. Once again, all that system out to the west continues to push across Intermountain West. Then as we get to Friday morning, we have one wave come across here, one kind of diving south. So that's an opportunity maybe for a sprinkle right now. It doesn't look likely. That'll come through. That's cloud cover. And then Saturday, we have another little weak system to the south. Once again, that's going to push across probably more cloud cover Saturday too, with maybe a sprinkle or two once again. So very weak systems, but maybe enough to provide a shower. But the good news is they're all coming from the west, which means generally temperatures will be warmer. The big chance for rain comes really as Sunday night into Monday. You see the system really gets overhead. So we're looking at likely precipitation probably through about Tuesday or Tuesday afternoon. That'll push east and then gets a little iffy exactly if we have lingering precipitation chances as we go to midweek. But that's what we're looking at, maybe the wettest period right now. Still a lot of question marks. Snow-wise with this, if you look at the chances for greater than 3 inches of snow, it's about this time frame, about Monday to Tuesday morning, mainly northern areas right now, just a 10% chance that we could see 3 inches or more up there. Once we get closer, we'll see if that develops, but that's what we're looking at right now. But you are in November, so if you get temperatures in the 30s at night and you have rainfall, and it could turn to snow too. So we'll keep an eye on that more as we go over. Overall temperatures right now, we're looking at that for tonight. Temperatures get in the upper 20s, mid 20s. Once again, cloud cover coming back in the picture. And then tomorrow, we're looking at similar temperatures getting up to the 40s. Once again, should be a fairly better day, not quite average, but then the average temperatures get there once we get towards
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Discovering the perfect paint for your home has never been easier at Menards. Fast Prime 2 Interior Primer and Sealer is available, formulated with stain blocking technology, and has an exceptional dry time. Get a gallon for $17.79 after 11% rebate. Plan smart with Zinsser Smart Coat and interactive tools at smartcoat.com. Buy smart, in-store or online for home delivery. And paint smart with this advanced interior paint and primer in one. It's just $19.56 after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places. Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Hilltoppers' hopes of bringing a state title home to Onalaska are still very much alive, thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback. And today, the senior getting recognized for it. Onalaska's Adam Skifton being named the MVC Offensive Player of the Year. What a year it's been. Skifton leading the Hilltoppers to a 6-3 regular season record. His play has only gotten better the first 2 weeks of the postseason. Skifton throwing 4 touchdowns in level 1 against Rhinelander. Did it again in level 2 on the road against Medford. 4 TDs in that one as well. That's 34 total touchdowns so far. We'll see if the Hilltoppers QB can keep his team's playoff hopes alive this Friday night as Onalaska heads to top-seeded Rice Lake for a big-time matchup in level 3. What a year it's been so far for the UWL women's soccer team. The Eagles finishing the regular season 15-1-1, a perfect 7-0 conference record, and several Eagles getting rewarded for it. A total of 8 UWL players making the all-WIAC team. Ellie Arndt leading the pack, the junior being named the Offensive Player of the Year. Joining Arndt is last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Ainsley Allen. Defensive Player of the Year, Alexis McMahon makes the cut. So does Goalkeeper of the Year, Sophia Anger. Claire Cater, Maggie Hernandez, Jenna Nichols, and Addie Pauling also make the list. Eagles are at home tomorrow hosting UW-Stevens Point in the semifinals of the WIAC tournament. Shifting gears to the gridiron, it's been a tough month for the Packers. After starting the year 2-1, Green Bay has lost 4 straight games. Green and Gold sit at 2-5 on the year. That's 3rd place in the NFC North, and it's been hard to find someone being evaluated more than Packers' first-year starting quarterback Jordan Love. Over their 4-game losing streak, Love has just 4 TDs to go along with 7 interceptions. Packers GM Brian Gutekunst says there's a lot to be encouraged by when it comes to Love, but he says this next stretch is a big one.
You know, we got 10 games left. These are going to be very important 10 games, and you know, I think he's done a lot of really good things. Really like the way he's responded to the adversity, how he's led the team. You know, again, we got to be better as a unit, and I expect that to happen over the next 10 games.
We'll see if Green Bay can snap that 4-game skid this Sunday at Lambeau. Packers at home hosting the Rams at noon. Well, the Bucs got back in the win column Monday night thanks to a big bounce-back night for Damian Lillard. After a 6-point performance against the Hawks on Sunday, Dame dropped 25 against the Heat. Milwaukee looking to make it 2 straight tonight in Toronto. Not a good start, though, for the Bucs. They trailed by 22 at the half. 3rd quarter, Milwaukee trying to make a comeback. Lillard gets this to fall. That cuts it to 19. Then later in the 3rd, Bucs still battling back. Giannis going up high, throwing it down. Milwaukee within 13, but the Raptors pulling away. 4th quarter now, Toronto goes back up 20. Pascal Siakam with the flush. Then a couple minutes later, it's Siakam showing off the range. He led all scorers with 26 on the night. Bucs get blown out 130-111. They fall to 2-2 on the season. They're back home Friday night to take on my Knicks. Timberwolves at home looking to take down the defending champs. 2nd quarter, T-Wolves rolling. Karl Anthony Towns, top of the key. Book it. Cat with 21 points in this one. Minnesota up 13. How about Anthony Edwards? He's going to throw it down right before the half comes to an end. He led the T-Wolves with 24 on the night. Minnesota hands Denver its first loss of the season, 110-89. And last but not least, for the first time in franchise history, Texas is the last team standing. The Rangers wrapping up the World Series tonight on the road in Arizona. Texas winning all 3 games at Chase Field. They get it done in 5. 5-0 the final. The MLB season officially comes to an end. Unbelievable. They were getting no hit after 6 innings. So
you know what? Good for them. Yeah, it's a special night in Texas all around.
Yeah,
I'm happy it's over.
Yeah.
It's good for baseball too.
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of the big wigs getting a title like those Astros.
Right. Yeah, and I think a lot
Somebody
of people
else.
are complaining about that.
Yeah.
That it's 2 teams that really shouldn't be there, but
Sure.
I like the parity though.
Brewers next year.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We got more news right after this.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices and a free USA flag blanket with any purchase. Plus, get free shipping. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. 1 dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Upgrade any space and maximize storage with great closet systems from Dakota Closets. We offer a variety of finishes to match your style. Get this wooden closet system for $214.99 after 11% off. Sylvania's True-Wave LED bulbs provide the closest lighting to natural sunlight. They help you feel better and see things easier. Add more control with a dimmable floodlight. Now just $8.89 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The one certainty in dentistry is nothing fixes itself. So small problems could turn into big problems if people wait. So they shouldn't wait.
Almost every time people say, man, that really wasn't that bad. I wish I had done that sooner. We're a very implant-focused practice, so we deal with a lot of people who are losing teeth. If you've been avoiding solving it or waiting a long time, there's really no reason not to just solve it now.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, why don't you come down and meet us and see what we can do to help you?
There's always a solution.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one?
You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out.
Have you found anything yet?
Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing for 3 years on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 shopping card with free white glove delivery and a 120-night comfort guarantee. The Veterans Day Mattress Sale at Home Sleep Express.
Logan Middle School 7th graders participated in the urban planning curriculum presentation this afternoon.
The annual activity gives kids the opportunity to create new ideas for the city's redevelopment projects and focuses on the importance of team building. The city has hosted this event for the last 10 years, and it's a way to encourage kids to get involved in the planning of their community.
We, as planners, really want to encourage future generations of planners and encourage more diversity in the planning field.
This year's project planning was for the redevelopment of Train Building 17. 15 teams of young planners entered and 4 were selected to have their ideas passed on to the developers of the project.
Future community leaders right there.
Right there, yep.
Greg's got one more check of your forecast right after this.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
It's the biggest event in King Furniture's history, a complete and total liquidation of all in-stock items in our stores. Shop over $2 million of quality name brand furniture priced for immediate liquidation. This will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to save as never before on living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, and more. When each and every piece of furniture has been sold, King Furniture will shut down for 30 to 60 days for a complete and total renovation. Don't miss the King Furniture Total Liquidation Sale going on now.
Ready to transform your space? Or perhaps your favorite room just needs a few updates? Let our design consultants help you discover the possibilities to update your home. We take the time to discuss your space, your needs, and your budget. Cooley Carpet will help you every step of the way, from start to finish, with design professionals and expert installation to meet all your expectations. Let our dedicated team help you achieve your dream space. Visit us at Cooley Carpet Center on Mormon Cooley Road in La Crosse.
You've always been able to buy very basic amplifiers. Insurance will not probably be covering anything that you find online. Many of the Medicare Advantage plans have been adding hearing aid coverage to their offerings.
Yeah, we take all insurances. United Healthcare, Epic, Humana, True Hearing, Blue Cross Blue Shield, federal employees, WPS. I mean, we take all of them.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care.
Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
All right, we're supposed to get up into the mid-40s tomorrow with cloud cover just off and on. Same story for Eau Claire, just a little bit cooler, but overall it's going to be a better day than we've had for the past several days, and we should get, well, skipped over the 8-day forecast, but anyway, should have the 50s coming up in the fair.
Come on in.
Let's reel him
Come
in a
on
little bit.
Rob.
There I am.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I'm back, baby. Let you guys shine.
I have
Good
so
night,
much.
everyone.
We'll see you tonight, tomorrow.